Hey guys, this is Foong from Sifa English. Today I'm making this video because I want to share some of my very personal experience with you who are learning communication English. So if you are interested, keep watching. Okay, I have made a list of 8 tips to show you, and I really hope they can help you a lot on the way you learn English. Here we go. Tip number 1, be patient. Okay, I mean, when you learn English, you have to prepare yourself. Learning English is a journey. Actually, when you learn English, you become a collector. You collect words, idioms, structures, everything. So the more you collect it, the more you can speak. So if you want to speak English well, you just need to collect as much as you can. Okay, so when you get a huge collection of those things, you can speak English well. So don't be rushed. Enjoy the journey and do it every single day, and then you'll get it. Okay, so be patient. Enjoy learning English. Okay, let's move to tip number 2 is about pronunciation. This is maybe I think the most important thing in learning English. When you start, you need to learn the pronunciation first. Why? Okay, for example, when you learn a word, if you want to say it, you have to know how to pronounce that word, right? Okay, so that is the reason why we have to learn pronunciation. For example, this word, this one, this is the way it is written, and this is the way it is pronounced. Okay, so if you know how to sound this consonant, this diphthong, and also this consonant, so you will know how to pronounce this word. This one is something like this one is ow, and this. Okay, so this word is pronounced house. House. Okay, the thing is, if you know how to sound these consonants and vowels and diphthongs, so you can pronounce any new words you want to learn. Okay, so for you, you just need to learn the English IPA. Okay, International Phonetic Alphabet, and fortunately, right now there are many ways for you to learn this. Okay, first, go on YouTube and write down the keywords. English IPA. There are millions of videos on YouTube about this. I recommend you to look for some videos from the native speakers. Okay, you just need to watch them and then follow the instructions from the native speaker. It's simple, and I think it will. It takes you maybe 1 week to learn the IPA. Okay, and another way to learn the IPA is to find some people around you who can speak English well and know well about the IPA, and learn from them. A lot of people around you, they are willing to help, so don't be shy. Just ask them. Okay, because the pronunciation is very important. So just do it right now. Okay, let's move. The tip number 3 is about learn words in sentences. Okay, a very traditional way of learning English in Vietnam is that when we learn a new word, we just look at the word, write them many times, and try to memorize the word. Okay, so the consequence of this is, you can easily forget the word after sometimes. Okay, you just can't remember the word for a long time. So I recommend you to, when we learn a word, put the word in at least 2 sentences. For example, when I learned the word dimple, dimple. Okay, so I will form at least 2 sentences about this word. First one will be something like, I have a dimple. Okay, it's simple. Okay, and the second one may be something like, I like her dimple. Yeah, so you you form something so simple and try to learn the whole sentences, okay? That would be really convenient for you. It would be easier for you to remember the word, the meanings, the pronunciation, everything, okay, for a long time. So number 3, learn the word in 2 sentences, okay? Tip number 4 is about read the word and the conversation out loud. Okay, you know, as I said, the way Vietnamese people learn English is that we look at the word, we write them, we try to memorize them. So the thing is, have you ever met someone who can understand very well what they are listening to or what they are reading, but they can never say those things in English and make other people understand them? Have you? Okay, so if you learn English that way, you will be one of them, okay? You can never say those things and make other people understand you. So don't do that anymore, okay? When you learn a word, say it, speak it, read it out loud. Like, for example, the word house. And then you say the sentence, I live in a house. I live in a house, okay? Or the word tree. I love planting tree, okay? I love planting trees. That's simple, okay? So just open your mouth and say the words, say the conversation, okay? This is very important, so please do it. Tip number 5, remember a model sentence. I don't know how to make this idea clear for you to understand, but this is my way. When I learn some kind of structure, I just need to remember a sample, you know, a model sentence. For example, when I learn a sentence like this, what's your name? Okay, three words. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Okay, so what will happen if we remove the word name and then we replace this word by another word? Phone number. So that would be something like, what's your phone number? What's your phone number? We have a whole new sentence, right? Okay, another example. Are you okay? Okay, this sentence is very common, okay? So that would be easy for you to remember, okay? Are you okay? Okay, so the thing is, this is are you, okay? And I remove you and then replace by some word like he, okay? So this would be something like is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? Okay, so we go back to the first sentence. Are you okay? If I replace the word okay by another word, crazy. Are you okay? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Okay? See, I just need to remember a sample and then I replace any word in that sentence by another word. Okay, so we get another sentence. I think it's really interesting and it helped me a lot. Okay, I don't have to remember a lot of things. I just need to remember some sample. Okay, tip number 6. Okay, this about speak when you have a chance. You know, I know we usually have this way of thinking. We wait until a moment when we can speak English well and make no mistake, and then we speak. I know you are waiting for that moment. But you know what? That kind of moment, that kind of time doesn't exist. Yes. So if you are afraid of making mistake and then you don't speak English at all, that's the biggest mistake, you know? When you have a chance, so just speak. And by doing that, you can learn something from your mistake. You know, when I make this video, I'm sure that I made a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter. You still can understand me, right? And when I speak to the foreigners, I have a lot of friends who are foreigners. They still understand me well. So just open your mouth and speak English whenever you have a chance. Yeah. Okay, tip number 7 is about talk to yourself. You know, a lot of my students, they always require to have some people, kind of friends or teacher, to talk to them to practice English. Okay, it's fine, it's okay. By talking to other people, that would help, I think. But you know, the thing is, we just can't have someone to speak with us anytime. So why don't you speak to yourself, right? Okay, this is my habit, and right now I still keep that habit. You know, when I have time, I speak to myself. For example, I would say something like, a lot of people ask me if it's possible to sound like a native speaker. This is my favorite sentence. I practice and I talk to myself many times, or a conversation. I play 2 roles. For example, okay, this is the book I compile. Let's see. Okay, let's find a conversation. Where is it? Something about a conversation in a restaurant. That's my favorite one, and that would be easy to do. You can speak English anytime you want. You don't have to wait for someone who speaks with you, right? Okay, for example, hi, may I take your order? Yes, I'd like a hamburger, French fries, and a Coke. Anything else? No, thank you. That's it. Okay, for here or to go? For here, please. You speak to yourself. You talk to yourself. So you can speak anytime. And by speaking out loud, it helps. You know, it works. Okay? So don't ask for someone else to stay by your side and speak to you and practice with you. Don't. You speak to yourself. Yourself is your best friend. Okay? Speak to yourself. And the last one. Oh, luckily, learn from any sources. Okay? You can learn from songs. You can learn from a movie. You can learn when you are walking on the street, and then you look at you can see something outside. You can learn from anything, or you can learn from picture, like the pictures on the wall, like that. Okay, so I will tell you about is my story. It's about a song called Take Me to Your Heart. Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Okay, so take me to your heart, and then I remove the word your heart, and then I replace that word by something like the hospital. So it would be something like, take me to the hospital. Can you please take me to the hospital? Can you please take me to my school? Like that. And we can learn a lot of structures and also words. So if you're interested in music, so you spend sometimes listening to some favorite songs, your favorite songs, and learn from them. There are a lot of things to learn. Okay, so to summarize, I have eight tips to tell you. 1, be patient. 2, focus on the pronunciation, the IPA. 3, learn words in sentences. 4, read it out loud. 5, remember a sample, a model sentence. 6, speak when you have chance. 7, talk to yourself. And the last one, learn from any sources. Okay, that's it. I hope that you enjoy the journey of learning English and then you can speak English well. If you have any questions, please ask me. Goodbye.